Today is the day. You have been thinking about it for quite some time now and you finally made up your mind that today is the day that you are going to change your lifestyle. But before running off to the gym and signing a 12-month contract, wait a second, because this is the first episode of my mini-series where I will explain everything about how you can set yourself up for success. And in the first episode, I am going to talk about setting goals and how you can keep track of your progress so you know that you are heading in the right direction. So let's get back to the basics. Whenever you are starting a fitness journey, then you always want to make sure that you have a goal for yourself or that you have multiple goals for yourself. And the reason why you want to have a goal is because it is always much easier to make progress if you train with a specific aim compared to if you train without a specific aim. Whenever you are setting goals for yourself, then you want to adhere to the SMART criteria. And the SMART criteria are that your goals are specific, that they are measurable, they are attainable, they are relevant, and they are time-based. But that doesn't mean that you need to have a goal that relates to a specific number to the scale. What you want to do is you want to have a goal that relates to a change in your body composition instead of a certain number on the scale. Why? Let's break it down. Your body composition is often used to describe the percentage of your body that consists of fat mass and fat-free mass. And fat-free mass is often referred to as lean body mass. And lean body mass consists of, for example, organs, bones, water, other fluids, muscle, and other tissues. So let's get back to the number on the scale. Most people have some kind of emotion attached to this number. And whenever you are in a deficit, whenever you're dieting down, then it usually means that you are positive whenever the number goes down, and you can feel a negative emotion whenever that number goes up. Whenever you are trying to gain weight, then you're often very happy when the number goes up, and you're often a bit more negative whenever that number goes down. However, a change in the number of the scale doesn't necessarily mean that your body fat percentage changed. Your weight depends on a variety of factors, not just on your body fat or on your muscle tissue. Short-term changes in the number of the scale are often due to a change in the fluid balances or because of a change in your water retention, for example. Whereas long-term changes of the number of the scale often reflect a true change in your body composition. Some factors that influence your water retention or that can influence water retention or the amount of water that your body holds on to are your carbohydrate intake, especially whenever you are increasing your carbs all of a sudden, or if you are decreasing your carbs all of a sudden, as carbs encourage your body to hold on to water, but also chronic elevated stress levels, or sodium and potassium balance, or your menstrual cycle if you are a female. That doesn't mean that using the number on the scale is absolutely useless for tracking your progress. You can weigh yourself every single day under the same circumstances, and then you can calculate your weekly average weigh-in, because calculating an average of the week smoothes out daily fluctuations. And then you can compare this weekly average weigh-in with your weekly average weigh-in from a week earlier, and then you can see whether there was a change in your weekly average weigh-in. So let's say that I decided to weigh myself every Sunday morning after using the bathroom and before eating or drinking anything, so it is at approximately the same circumstances, and I compared that number. It might be that I had a lot of salt on Saturday evening because I went out with friends, for example, and that my weight went up because I retained a lot of water due to my increased salt intake, which can lead to maybe a higher weigh-in the next Sunday, or maybe my weight stayed the same. Well, in fact, if I were to weigh myself every single day, then I would see that my weight would have gone down and I would have made a lot of progress during the week, but then because of my increased salt intake on Saturday, that my weight went up on Sunday again. That is all information that you would miss if you don't weigh yourself every single day. And like I mentioned earlier, calculating your weekly average weigh-in has the advantage that it smoothes out the daily fluctuations. It corrects or it accounts for outliers, for example very high weigh-ins or very low weigh-ins on the other day. So even though you know the advantages of weighing yourself every single day because it provides you with more information, even though you know that your weigh-in can depend on a variety of factors and not just your body fat percentage or your muscle tissue, you just might not feel comfortable with weighing yourself every single day, and that is perfectly fine. So luckily there are also a few other ways that that you can use to track your progress. Number one is keeping track of your progress in the gym or keeping track of your training sessions in general. So what you want to do is you want to write down which exercises you did, the amount of sets, the amount of reps, and the weights that you used. And you want to make sure that you are progressing from session to session, because if you're progressing in the gym, then you know that you are making strength gains, you're making muscle gains, and or you are making endurance gains, whatever your specific training goal is. Number two is the mirror. You can use the mirror to keep track of your progress, to see if you see a change in your body composition, but don't forget to be very kind to yourself, because we are often our own worst critics. And therefore I really like number three, and that is making progress pictures. Take them at the beginning of your journey, even though I know that you probably don't feel like taking them. Please make sure to take them, and then keep taking them regularly throughout your fitness journey so you can compare them, because you will be amazed by the progress that you will make. Number four is measurements. You can use girth measurements, or you can take girth measurements, and that are circumference measurements that you can take at specific points of your body with a tape measure. You can write the numbers down, and then you can compare on a weekly, bi-weekly or monthly basis how your body is changing at these specific points. And you can also use a skin fold caliper to measure your skin folds, and you can also use that to calculate your body fat percentage. I would recommend you to use a combination of the different methods to track your progress, and that is because all the different methods have their own positive aspects, and they also all have their own negative aspects. You can use the information the different methods provide you with as just that, information, because it is always most important how you feel on the inside. Thank you so much for watching the first episode of my Back to Basics mini-series, all about setting goals and keeping track of your progress. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a like, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you will never miss any of my future videos ever again. Thank you so much for watching.